let's see how this thing actually works. This is our first attempt at a stream. Gosh. So much space in here. There we go. And we have a guest pilot over here. Paparazzi. The ship's cat. Just kind of hanging out. Let's see what we got going on. I'm going to try to pay attention to things as events happen. Alright. Let's see where I left off in the game here. I'm going to hang out with FleetCom, the Explorers Group. Ah, I see. Hello there, sir. It's a little hard to multitask. Gonna have to see what I can do about the text over here. Oh, perfect. Yeah, Jameson. Let me see what I can do to... Alright, I'll just try to pay attention to it. So the plan is, we could show off all the... Hello to you, Joe. All the fancy stuff, but I think I'm just going to do what I enjoy. So the first question is, what to explore in? It's not going to be this tank, that's for sure. This thing is not an exploration ship. Oh, excellent. Okay, so this setup is working. The only problem that I'm having with it is seeing that you're chatting with me. That's something I'm going to have to work on. But I'll figure that out later. I think there's an overlay option that might help with that. Actually, let me try it. See if it'll let me do it. In-game overlay. Yes. Turn that on. Okay. Well. Ah, yes, excellent. That works. Elite Dangerous, I think. How to sum it up? It is not a game of guidance. You're not guided by the game as to exactly what you need to do. It's more along the lines of, yeah, I did. And I'm not using OBS. I'm trying out the Twitch Studio, what Twitch actually provides, and I just turned on that overlay, and it works great. I can see the chats right there on the screen, so that looks like it's going to work out fine. Yeah, it is. So let me get this guy out of the way. The thing about Elite is that there's a ton of stuff to do, but it's all self-motivated. You have to kind of decide for yourself what your goals are and then pursue them on your own. The game offers an environment for you to do all these things in. You can go fight, you can go explore, which is what I hope to do here shortly. Mine, whatever. Make money, build a lot of ships. But the thing I love most about Elite is this. Let me show it to you. Bring you back on the screen here. Okay, we're going to show you a map of the galaxy. These are all in-game places you can go. So right now I'm here. You can see that there's a bunch of stuff around me, different systems. Each one of these systems is fairly accurately modeled in terms of planets and stars and such. Let's zoom out. Look at all these places you can go. Hold on. Polaris? The Coalsack Nebula? What they've done is they've modeled real places in game. And if you keep going out, check it. They've modeled the entire Milky Way galaxy. Hundreds of billions of star systems that you can go to in game. And they're all unique. And where there's accurate astronomical data, they have attempted to include it. Not necessarily the most recent stuff, that'd be hard to keep up with, but they've just done an amazing job of, some places that you would think of, like, the Pleiades. The Pleiades feature large in this world of Elite, and there's the Pleiades Nebula, the Seven Sisters, right? So you can go out there and visit it, and check out all the individual stars, and it's great. But then, if you don't want to do the exploration part, just wander around out there. You're right. In all of the time that Elite's been out there, I think all players have managed to explore a fraction of a percent of all the systems. So yeah, it's never going to happen. Let's see. And they've changed things around a little bit. See if I can search for a system. This is the latest, greatest expansion, and I'm not quite familiar with it yet. All I want to do is search bookmarks, fleet, realistic, user data, search, current system, search. Ah, there it is. Okay. So if we want to check out Home Sweet Home, we'll go back here. All right. There's Home Sweet Home. And the thing you can do, see if I can get the system view. Oh, missions and system. It changed a bit. It's some good, some bad. System view if I can get one. Market information. Nah. System. Here it is. View system. So all the different places that you can go in Solar System. These are various and sundry bodies in the Oort cloud. Past Pluto. Interesting thing about what they've done is they've actually left like the Voyager probes in there. If you can somehow navigate to them, you can find the Voyager probes in game where they are accurately where they are in the system. So it's interesting stuff. Let's see here. So the problem of the moment is figuring out what sort of ship we want to go exploring in. And let's take a look what I got. Really just two ships that would be suitable for exploration. Hey buddy, it's Pavarotti. How you doing, bud? Pavarotti's come to visit us. Alright. Kinda help us choose the ship. Or you wanna? Okay, fine. Give you some attention. Let's see here. That one's really for mining. Well, this one would be fun. Yeah, that's my big cutter. It's not my best exploration ship. This guy is. Incredible jump range on that ship. But let's check it. If you're exploring and you have particular places in the galaxy, I've got, I don't know, a dozen ships. But, that's average. There are lots of folks that have a lot more ships. I've focused on just a few that I like to fly. This guy is one of my favorites, an Anaconda. And its chief distinguishing feature, in the way it's configured now, is it's meant for exploration. It can go a long way in a single jump. And that's one of the mechanics in Elite is you have a certain light year range that your ship can jump. and ships that are meant to kind of hang around inhabited space called the bubble really don't have great jump range. But this guy has humongous jump range. So let's see here. He's also really stripped down. Can't land in every planet that you might be able to land on, that sort of thing. Let's see here. Go check this. I don't know if I put a fighter up there or not. Yeah, swap out to him real quick. Use this ship. That is what I want to do. Okay. It's taking a while to pull this sucker up, but we'll get there. There he is. Okay. A 3-seater, actually. Here, check him out. Okay. We got a seat over there and a seat over there. Okay. I can put you down, buddy. All right. Look around here, son. Yeah, there we go. We're looking around the cockpit of this guy. And can't really move too much. But as you can see, there are 3 chairs in the cockpit. But I guess this thing's so large, you might as well call it a bridge. You do. You're not forced into PvP unless you want to. That was the choice I made very early on as to which game mode I want to play in. In this game mode, the only players we'll encounter are friendly. They're fellow explorers. That's because there's a group called FleetCom that you can join as long as you promise not to engage in PvP. So that's what I've done. And you'll encounter these guys out there. They're scattered all over the galaxy doing exploration. NPCs, yeah. In the bubble, in inhabited space, there are NPCs everywhere. Yeah, they're not all this roomy. This is a particularly large ship. But yeah, they've all got their own unique style and feel. And the Anaconda, being one of the larger ones, yeah, is pretty roomy. But the key thing about the Annie, let's see, let me get the Connie up here, is, did it tell us right off the bat? Yeah, you see no weapons. It's an explorer, so I don't have any weapons. Yeah, there he is. 74 light year jump range on this guy. So that's pretty good. But the cost of that is stripped down. So no weapons, very few utilities, just a little bit of self-defense. Just the bare minimum to get the thing going. These are all stripped down, highly engineered versions of the core modules. And then not much in way of amenities. You gotta have a fuel scoop. And I'm checking to see if I have a vehicle bay. There it is. And no fighter. Alright, so let's go look at the other possibility. Go back. Go to the shipyard. And the other one I'm thinking about is this guy. This has got everything in it. This is even bigger than the Connie. Let's see here. So let's fire him up. Oh yeah. But this guy will get there too. Just takes a few more jumps. Let's check him out. Okay, thanks. Let me see if I can figure out what to do. That's it. Okay. Is that better for audio balance? Tried to turn down the game and turn up the microphone a little bit. Oh, really? Okay. Um, okay. Any better? It's a little tricksy. It doesn't give me a lot of options right there.
We would like to remind all commanders to avoid blocking access to
Okay.
docking pads during arrival and departure.
All right. All right. All right. Well, I'll leave it there. Fair enough. Okay. Let's see here. We were looking at the stats on the cutter here. So let's see. I go back in here. So the cutter is a fully kitted combat ship, and it's it is the biggest ship in the game currently. So it has lots of guns, and that's a big gun up front. But the key thing is jump range, 36 light years, which is roughly half of the jump range of the big Connie. So we can improve that by, if we're going to go exploring, we don't need all these guns. So let's try taking some off. I want to store this module. And as we take things off, we'll see that jump range improve, but it's still not going to get anywhere near the Connie. All right, take off the big multi-cannons. Store. Hey, Pavarotti, what are you doing, buddy? All right, bud. If you can stay out of the way, I'll let you hang out up here. You okay? You good? All right. Yes, sir. That's right. Okay. We'll take these off. And we'll just leave us with the Class 2 weapons. They're relatively small. Beam lasers. And yeah, the cool thing about beam lasers are we doing good? Yeah, we're good. The cool thing about beam lasers on Explorers is you don't need ammo. And when you're out there for a while. There's no place to fill up on stuff. Alright, what we got here? These don't weigh all that much. These are shield boosters. Core internal. We'll leave this alone for now, but the important thing is this guy, the big frame shift drive. It's pretty much as big as we get. Yeah, there's a lot of detail in the game with regards to that. So here's where we might get some improvement. This thing is tremendously heavy, but it's also the key feature of the ship, the big shield generator. All right, well let's try it. Let's take the cargo rack out and the big shield generator and see what that does for us. And it goes, 41 light years. Okay, that was a big jump. And fighters, because I want to keep a fighter in there. The big frame shift booster, yeah, we want that. Module reinforcements, they're like 32 tons, so they're relatively light. So we're keeping some defenses. For folks that haven't played Elite in a while or ever, it'll be useful to know that you have these docking computers. They'll pretty much handle everything that's hard in the game in terms of dealing with stations and such. You don't need to dock ever. You just turn on this computer and it does it for you. Ah, good. We need that. Detailed surface scanner. Planetary approach. We can land with that. Alright. So, let's see here. Yeah. Say hello there, Pavarotti. Pavarotti is actually the pilot, so you gotta keep him heavy. Alright. So we're gonna try to take this out. Gonna store that. And that. Okay. And we're going to need to put a shield generator of some flavor on this guy. Yeah. And also repair modules. That's something you need on Explorers, which we don't have on this thing. Are you? Are you? Are you an X-Wing or Y-Wing? No. Oh, okay. He's a choke wing. Alright, let's see who we got here. Core utility. Alright. Oh, there we go. 72 tons. So we're going to store this and get the ultralight version. So let's see where we go. So this is like big armor that we're taking off, up to 43 light years. Okay. Nearly 100 tons on this power plant. And key thing about Explorers is they don't need nearly as much juice because you're stripping out a lot of stuff. So let's leave that for now, though. There's a joke about Explorers and life support systems. You know, if the purpose of life support systems on these ships is if you take sufficient damage, your canopy is breached and you're on emergency oxygen for an amount of time that depends on the life support system you bought. Oh yeah, that's right. It's really Pavarotti's channel. You know, I'm just kind of here to narrate. That's right. That's right, buddy. Look at you. If I can manage this, I might just let him hang out, but it gets kind of hard when I'm trying to drive later on, or he's trying to drive, I should say. So the life support system, if you get the big fancy one, it'll let you go for like half an hour, I think it is. But they say if you're hours and hours away from the nearest player, real-time hours, what's the point? So just about everybody in an exploration fit has the cheapest life support system you can buy for the ship, and that's what we got there. Power distributor. We could probably do without that. We took off a bunch of the weapons and systems. Okay. Yeah, we're getting there. So let's get an ACR and some shields on this thing. These are both military. Okay, so ACR up here. There we go. Field maintenance units. Let's get the biggest one we can. How much is it going to cost? 43 million. Oh gosh, what a ripoff. Maybe not that big. Oh, look at it. It'll do plenty good, but man. All right, let's find something not quite so monstrous. Okay, I'll deal with 4 or 5 million. And just a little bit less repair capacity. Yep, I like it. All right, 10,000 repair capacity in this sucker. That's a lot, but it's a big ship, so it needs it. Okay, let's do it. And now a shield. Let's see what I got in storage. How do you get the storage on this thing? Yeah, I remember. They made it hard. Stored modules. And we're looking at shields. Shields. Hey there. Okay, so we have a 7A prismatic. And that thing is monstrous. Yeah. Yeah, we don't necessarily need that big guy, but the thing about the prismatics is they're kind of rare shields, so I stocked up when I had the chance. So let's see what the normal shields look like. Back up. Oh, hold on. What was the fuel? Yeah, let's look at the fuel scoop. Back. Fuel scoop. Where's my fuel scoop? Ah, a 6A fuel scoop. Yeah, in Explorer, you want the biggest, baddest fuel scoop you can get. So, let's store that. Let me see if I can get a shield in that slot. Because I don't need much shields for an Explorer. Just enough to get by. Shield generator. Yeah. Okay. 6A. How about a 6D? 16 tons. Not bad. Not much on shields, though. Okay. Let's try it. Just a regular 6D shield. And then the biggest, baddest fuel scoop we can get. Fuel scoop. B 253 million credits for a fuel scoop. Okay, wow. How about 1.2 tons a second? The 8C has a 15 million. Yeah, that looks like a winner there. You can afford it, and it's really, really, really good. Okay. Okay. So we now have a 43 light year range. Fuel scoop, maintenance unit. Oh, I can get rid of that because I don't have any cargo. Well, that's probably true. To Sarah's comment, you know, this right now, this is more of an experiment to see how it goes. Let's see here. All right, I think that's all we need. Shield boosters. I kind of wish this thing would show how many shields I have right now. Oh well, because I probably don't need all these shield boosters. Well, actually, there is a way to find out. Let's find out. Let's see, ship specs. 1,000 shields. Ugh. This thing had like 7,000. Okay, well, that's fine. Alrighty. We don't need a lot of shields on this thing for exploration. We're just kind of moseying around the galaxy in luxury. So we have some basic self-defenses. Okay, good. A point defense turret. Where is that guy? On the bottom. Let's get another point defense turret. These things are good for shooting down missiles that are incoming. So I'll get a couple of those. And it does matter where on the ship they are, because if the point defense turret can't see the target it's shooting at, it can't fire at it. So you need to have one facing as many directions as possible to get full coverage. And they're automated, so that's another thing I like. So we're gonna... Oh, they've got upgrades. No, that's just ones we have in storage, I guess. Let's get this guy. And then we're going to get a fireworks dispenser, otherwise known as a chaff launcher. You'll see what I mean here in a minute. This is important to have on all explorers. You know, this is one way that you celebrate being in this place or that. All right, buy a chaff launcher. All right, core internal. So all ships have to have certain stuff, and that's what this core internal stuff's all about. You have to have maneuvering drives, sublight drives. Frame shift is your faster than light drive. We talked about life support. A power distributor is for weapons and shields, how quickly they recharge. And since we've stripped things down quite a bit, we don't need nearly the power distributor that we had. So let's store that sucker. Alright. And let's see what we can get away with. Alright, let's go to the store. And the trick is to find the smallest power distributor that will keep you going. I have my doubts of 1A will. But as you go down, we're trying to squeeze a few more light years out of it. Right now we're up to 45 if we do this. Okay. A 6A, a 7A, those won't do it. And there's something we can't afford, I guess. Oh, okay, I see what you're saying. Yeah. Yeah, I'm a little confused by... Well, those are ones we have in storage that are engineered. I see. I got it. Alright. We're not concerned about power draw, but mass. So the 6A will do it. Yeah, we probably want that 6A. We're getting a whole light year out of it. Okay. Let's run with that. Equip this. Yes, please. Let's go up to the... I want to keep the big thrusters on there because we might attempt to land on high-G planets, and you need bigger thrusters for that. Even with these 7As, it's not the biggest thrusters you can put on a ship like this, so we can't land on like 10G worlds. But here we can maybe get something. The power plant. Alright, so let's see what we got. Now at the bottom right, it's showing how much the current fit requires in terms of power and how much power that this proposed power plant will provide. And we're kind of trying to find the minimum power plant we need to get by. Yeah, these guys in yellow that have the special tag are called Guardian Hybrid watches. And the point there is, at some point I did some work in game to access an alien race's technology, and a researcher has subsequently integrated that technology into some of the components you can put on ships. So the difference, like here, you see this 6A Guardian hybrid weighs 23 tons, but provides, let's see, how much, where is it? 33.3 megawatts, whereas this guy, which is a bigger, much bigger power plant, much more expensive, provides less power, 30 megawatts, and weighs 40 tons. So there's a huge difference between them. So the Guardians are much more efficient. Guardian's the in-game name of a extinct alien race. So we have a 5A. That's not going to do it. If we actually want to fight, we have to be able to deploy. So a 7A. Alright, how about some of these others? Yeah. 48 tons. 48 tons. Okay, well let's give this a shot. This little 7A job. 40 million? Okay, I'll do it. And we want to store the current module. This is something about Odyssey you got to be careful with when you're swapping out modules. By default, it might try to sell your module. And if you've done anything with engineering and upgrading it, you don't want to do that. Let's see here. So let me go ahead and store my current module and get this guy. Alright, so there we go. We've got a cutter that's kind of kitted for luxurious exploration. 45 light year range. We have our cat pilot is prepared. So let's do this. All right, bud. Oh, I got to plot a course. He's a pilot, but he's not a navigator. All right. Okay.
Unlawful behavior in and around the Starport is not permitted. We thank commanders for their cooperation.
There we go. Back over here. Yes, sir. What are you doing, buddy? What are you doing, buddy? And that's telling me that I've changed my weapons kit. So I need to change my fire groups, which is how I've mapped weapons to fire on my joystick over here. And I find it's a... Oh yeah, what are you doing, bud? Since we're going to be exploring most of the time, what I want to do is set a fire group that really just focuses on exploration. So that'll be this one. I have my main trigger, and I do have a regular joystick trigger and then a secondary button for the number 2. That's what the 1-2 means. I'll have my main trigger for the detailed surface scanner, which is what you do to scan planet surfaces that you found. And then the others are just the normal scanners that you use in the course of the game. And you can map them all to the same thing because they're contextual. Some of these scanners only work if you're on sublight, and some only work if you're in frame shift. So you don't have to have different groups to separate them out like that. So that's that. And if we actually do shoot something, they're all turreted weapons. So I really don't need to initiate anything at all. But I'll just to be safe, in case I do set them to manual fire, I'll go ahead and set up something for them. Actually, we'll do that. So that the second group here is turrets and the chaff launcher. Okay, so that's that. I don't think there's anything else need to do over here. The ship, make sure that the back up here. Okay, turrets are set to fire at will, which means that if anything attacks the ship, the turrets will just open up, and there's nothing you have to do. They take care of it. Turrets are not really good when it comes to like PvP because they're not very accurate, but they'll do fine against keeping an NPC busy, particularly the small ones. All right. Okay, now the fun stuff. Got to figure out a place to go. Oh, sorry, buddy. so many possibilities. So many possibilities. And I can honestly say I haven't been to most of it. So let's just kind of pick a place. Pick a direction. That's what I love about this game. You want to explore? Just go. Alright. How about over here? Alright, sorry, bud. I gotta put you down for a minute. Alright, bud. Over here. Good boy. Good boy. Yes, sir. Alright, so we're going to go over here to one of these spiral arms and zoom in. Right now the map is set to give data about civilizations that might be there, and all of this is uninhabited space as far as we know. So I'm going to change the map to get some different data. Yeah, I think that's what I'm looking at here. There we go, thank you. Map mode. We don't want to see that. Oh, this is, yeah, places I've been. How about this? Yeah, that's what I want. Because I kind of want an idea of the type of star that I'm looking at here. And the reason that's important is fuel. Now, because you're going out there exploring, you've got to get all your own fuel. You can't stop at a station to fuel up. So there are certain types of stars that you cannot fuel scoop at. And generally there are stars that aren't producing their own energy through fusion. But brown dwarfs, that sort of thing. So what you're looking for are Class M stars or better, stars that are fusing, that are active. And those are places that you can go for fuel. But they're also the ones that people tend to go to. They're the ones that are the best mapped. So let's see. This guy, yeah. You'll see on the astronomical information on the right there, it's showing star types. It's indicating that there are 2 stars in that system. M3VA, L3V means that there's a Class M size 3 star, which means, cool, that's a star that we can go for fusion, to fuel at. L3 is a brown dwarf. That's one that we can't get fuel from, but it's just orbiting the bigger M3, and that's no big deal. That makes it interesting. 6,000 light years away. All right, that doesn't mean we're going to get there tonight. We're not, but it's at least a destination. So, I'm going to plot this route. Route unavailable. And why is that? There might be something about that route that is bad. There are areas of space that you can't get through. Sometimes the route is too long. Well, let's try something closer. How about here? Ooh, a nebula. It might be too high. That might be it. How about this guy? G3, K6. Both of those are active stars. Alright. Yeah. I think I've gone a little bit... Yeah, that's the problem. I've gone too high. I've gone too far above the plane of the galaxy, and there's no route up there within reach of the engine that I have. And you see there are many more stars here. It's much denser. Okay, so I'm going to pick one of these guys. How about you? Permit. Ooh, interesting. So that must be one of those places that the devs have said, we're going to do something special there later. Let's pick another one. How about this one? NGC 2632. And this goes back to what I was talking about. They have, to the extent possible, put real places in game. And this is a place, a star cluster that you can, if you have a telescope, you might be able to see. Ooh, okay, it looks like a triangle. 2 Class M's. Yeah, let's do that. Let's go there. Ta-da! Okay, here we go. So the deal with the route. Here we go. You can kind of see this thin line is showing how we're going to meander up there. Where the line is solid, that's within range of our current fuel tank, but it's saying that you better refuel there or you're going to get stuck. And after that, the line's dashed. So that's where we have the fuel scoop. So it shouldn't be a problem. Alright, bud. Off we go. I don't think there's anything else we need to do except go. And so that's my plan. Hey, cat. Watch out, buddy. Watch out. I need that. Just for a minute. All right? Okay. Have to negotiate with the cat as to access to the controls. And this is what I meant by auto launch. No hands, and off we go.
Landing gear retracted.
Oh, we're backing up because there's some crazy person coming in. There we go. Can't transmit through a wall, apparently. Yes, ignore at your peril. That's absolutely correct. Let's get us going in a decent clip and show off the ship a little. So the Gudamaya, name of the manufacturer, Imperial Cutter, is large, bigger than a football field. You know, think of an office building landing whenever this thing actually sets down. All the Gudamaya designs are luxurious. They're kind of unnecessarily spacious. You can kind of see how it looks like a jumbo jet, you know, with all of the windows and this, that, and the other. So if you were able to walk around in this thing, it'd be pretty impressive. I'm pretty sure. That area up there looks like it'd be great. You know, just the view that you have. And way up front here, this tiny little cockpit, there's the pilot. You can barely see him right there. Okay. Yeah, you got me, Sarah. That's pretty much exactly why it's colored like that. The great cheese in space. So let's find our first jump. Okay, I'm going to use... Oops. Hey, bud. Okay, cat wants back over here. Hold on, you're good. Come on, buddy. All right. Yeah, you're okay, buddy. You're okay. Yes, sir. Okay, so I'm going to orient to our first jump. Okay, buddy. And that's Jameson's world down there, Founder's world. It's one of the few Earth-likes. They're out there. They're fairly rare, as you might imagine. You know, just places you can, if you could in a ship, sit down, you could walk out and breathe the atmosphere. In the bubble, they're all fairly heavily populated, as you might imagine. And there's our first jump.
Frameshift drive charging.
Co-pilot, heck, he's the pilot. I just navigate.
4, 3, 2, 1, engage.
Yeah. And if you've never played Elite, get ready for a little bit of a shock. Boom! Jump drives in this game land you in the star. It's this right there. Oh, yeah. You wanted to warm up, and here you go. All right. So here's SOP for pretty much the rest of the trip. Get fuel. Very first thing you do.
Fuel scooping.
And this was the point of getting the biggest fuel scoop you can get. It takes a lot of gas to move the ship around, so if you have a big fuel scoop, it doesn't take long to top off the tanks. And you just keep topping off every star you visit.
Fuel scooping complete.
And never have a problem. So we'll skip on past this star here. Thank you! It's not everywhere you can go get free gas. Now this is a system that's already been well mapped, so there's really no need to sit here and honk, but let me show you what a honk is. You have a system scanner, and it looks and sounds like this. And what that accomplished was identifying all planetary bodies that we could then go in and try to pinpoint their locations, get some more information about and such. But no need to do that just yet, so we'll just keep on proceeding.
Frameshift drive charging.
What you doing, buddy? What you doing, buddy? Yeah, that's right. Cheana. Never been to Cheana before.
4, 3, 2, 1. Engage.
Yes, sir. Boom. Alrighty. Okay, good boy. So we'll kind of dive in there and top off.
Fuel scooping.
Honk while we're getting our gas.
Fuel scooping complete.
Maybe a system worth mapping out here next. All of the systems that are close to inhabited space, what are you doing, cat? Are pretty much mapped. Yeah, that gets pretty gnarly if it's like a multi-star system and the stars are close together. It used to be that it was possible to land in a place that would get your ship killed if there were too many stars too tightly packed. Your ship would jump right between them, and so yeah, not good.
Frameshift drive charging.
Much more safe these days. Yeah, if it does that, you know you're in trouble. You've only got a few seconds to figure out how to get out. What you doing, buddy? What you doing, buddy?
3, 2,
Yeah, look at you.
1. Engage.
All right. Oh yeah, for sure. This is a gorgeous game in VR. Okay, it looks like this one's mapped. If you can jump into a system and you see the planets already, it's already been mapped. You already have the location information for everything. So we'll just get our gas. Ooh, look at the flares on this guy. Ooh. Angry star. Okay, we'll try to stay clear of that.
Fuel scooping complete.
All right. Mataathi. It's an interesting sounding name.
Frameshift drive charging.
Now you'll notice that I'm waiting a little bit after each fuel scoop before I engage the FTL drive. That's because close to the star, you're heating up. Your ship has a certain ability to dump heat, and if you overheat, that leads to, well, bad things. The cat gets pretty perturbed if the if the food cart goes boom. So the idea is you get your fuel, get away from the star a little bit, and then you can jump safely into space. And usually it's about 40% is what I wait for. There's a heat meter right to the that little radar in the middle. You'll see a percentage sign to the upper left of it. That's your heat meter. You do get experience and cash as you get scans, like the honk here. We'll get you kind of a basic exploration data map of the system that you're in. You can take that data and sell it to NPCs later on for cash, but also, more importantly, for experience, as you say. Here you go. You've got different ranks, and the highest rank is Elite. I've only got that in 2 of them, the Explorer and Trade. You get those by exploring and trading, of course. Combat is what you think. You got to go out there and fight things. So let me go back here, and we'll top off for tank. I think the next system, I'll go ahead and show you what full system scanning actually looks like, regardless of whether or not we actually have a map already, because there's some interesting things there too. Yeah, the cockpit begins to smoke when heat's like 80%. It's pretty dramatic after that.
Fuel scooping complete.
Okay. So we're gonna pull away here, and just for fun, because you've seen the mechanics of jumping to star, I think if I can, I'll scout out a place to land and go ahead and land there, and get out, and drive around, and get out in the spacesuit just so you see it. Okay, so here we go.
Frameshift drive charging.
Class M coming up. There's a good chance we don't have a map here. What's up, bud? Oh, what do you want? Don't fall off, cat.
4, 3, 2, 1.
What are you doing? Cat's trying to get under the headphones. You can't fit in the headphones with me, cat. Doesn't work that way. I need to get like earbuds for him. Okay. So on the little radar thing here, there are only 2 bodies, and those would be the stars. You automatically get the stars, and you see that other star is way far away. You can kind of see it there. I'll center up on it so you can see it. Yeah, very distant. 152,000 light seconds. Distance in game is measured in astronomical units, light seconds, light minutes, light years, AUs, that sort of thing. 152,000 light seconds, the distance it would take light to travel in 152,000 seconds is a long way away. And it would take several real-time minutes to travel in game to get to the system, whatever's out there. So yeah, this is a perfect opportunity to use a scanner. Alright, so let's top off the tank. Then we gotta get a little ways from the star, because the star is huge.
Fuel scooping.
Probably goes without saying, but it makes mapping the system a little difficult. Oh, come on, buddy.
Fuel scooping complete.
Alrighty. And then we'll mosey on a little bit. And yeah, that's right, buddy. Wait for the heat to get down a good bit. And then cut the engine and go into the scanner mode. Alright. So, sorry, bud. I'm gonna put you over here for a minute. So what we're trying to do here is find stuff. You've got the this here which is essentially like a radio dial. You're tuning to different frequencies in an attempt to find bodies that are radiating in that frequency. Towards the bottom are typically man-made things, but in the middle you'll find rocky bodies, asteroid fields, and such. And up towards top you have gas giants, which have really strong magnetic fields. So there's something here. Let's see if we can find it. This line here is the orbital path of one or more of the stars. Hey, here we go. So we know there's something out there, and you can kind of hear what it sounds like. Sounds like somebody mashing a bunch of rocks together. So let's zoom in on it. Oh, there's several of them. Okay. How about this guy? And there we go. We found our first thing. It's already been discovered by somebody. Towards the bottom middle of the screen, you can see that there are people who have been here before, which is going to be common close to the bubble. Because, you've got thousands of players crisscrossing in the same area. Naturally, they're going to explore everything they possibly can there. But that doesn't mean you don't get experience in cache, just not as much. And it gives you some interesting information off to the right. So it is an icy body with no atmosphere and no volcanism. Very cold and very small. Looks like it doesn't have any interesting features, and there might be some resources on there that we could mine for. So let's see what else we got. See if we find something else more interesting to visit. Another icy body. I think this is going to be a bunch of ice balls out here. What's that? Is that one of these? Yeah, that's wreckage, is what that means. That's okay. So let's see what we got up here. Ooh, this one might be interesting. It's got like a moon, icy body, another, basically a snowball. This is basically a smaller snowball. All right, let's see what else. Ooh, a bunch of stuff here. Snowball. Typically, icy bodies don't have a lot of interesting features on them. And by a feature, I'm talking about life. You can discover not intelligent life, but, various life forms
System scan complete.
that like these areas. Well, we'll pick one of these spots and land at it. I like these two, B5 and B4, but they're way out there. All the stuff that's B is far away. It may take too long to get out there to be reasonable. Yeah, we might hit the next system. Just random wreckage, it looks like. Yeah, it's going to take a while to get out there, so I think we'll find another system. I do want to show you landing on a planet, though. All right, having fully mapped the system, we'll get a bonus whenever we turn that data in. That's one of the reasons why you use, even if you don't visit those individual planets, you'll get something for mapping that stuff. All right, here we go.
Frameshift drive charging.
All right, buddy. All right, buddy. Back up here, bud. Back up here. Okay, yes, sir.
4,
That's right.
2, 1, engage.
Oh my gosh. This one has a name, HIP something. It's on a stellar catalog, which means it's probably been explored a lot, but it's also a brighter star typically. And that makes sense if you think about it. The stars that end up on stellar catalogs are ones that we can see from Earth. And so when they are in game, they tend to be like this, big, hot stars. Let's see if there's a... Yeah, it looks like it's one that's well mapped, as you can see all these other bodies out there. Okay, buddy. How many? 42 bodies. Woo. Okay. Well, let's see how much of a map we got. All sorts of fun stuff. All right. Well, we've unexplored it, but as you can see, there's a bunch of interesting looking planets. These guys that are... oh, look, what is up with this guy? That rotation seems to be awfully fast. Let's see. When are you... Yeah, I want to see what's up with this guy. That looks... When on the map here, just to give you some features, you get an idea of what it looks like, because you can, even from this distance, see it. If it's landable, it has this little arc around it. If it has an atmosphere, you'll see this kind of bluish circle around it. So this one that's moving around is giving you an idea that its rotation is just crazy fast. I don't know if that's accurate or not, but it's also a landable body. So let's check it out. All right, bud. All right, buddy. Watch out. Watch out. Good boy. Okay. So we're going to go through our routine here. Get our gas.
Fuel scoping.
All right. What's up, buddy? What's up, buddy? What are you doing?
Fuel scoping complete.
Okay. So we'll get away from the star here a little bit. Get into our scanner and see what there is to see. I'm really curious if that world really is spinning like that thing seems to indicate that it is. Let's see here. All right, back up there. Okay. Oh yeah, look at that. All sorts of stuff. Gas giants, you name it. Okay. So what was that? That was Alpha 2, was it? This is Alpha, a water world. So 258K, 3/4 surface gravity, oxygen, nitrogen atmosphere, habitable. So okay. We're still looking for our. Yeah, a lot of this stuff is. That's Alpha 5, high metal content. Those typically are good for finding resources, as you might expect. Okay. What do we got here? Alpha 1A. This is the moon of, to that very first one. Alpha 1. Okay. Maybe that's Alpha 2. Here we go. So this is the one that looked like it had the crazy rotation. No atmosphere, no volcanism. A biological site. So, okay, yeah. Sulfur dioxide atmosphere. Those are pretty. Half a G. Hot. Alright, let's go visit. Alpha 2. Yeah, I'm looking forward to this. Alpha 2. There's Alpha 2. Super Cruise Assist, because I'm lazy. So what that means is, all you have to do is point the ship at the destination, and the ship will drive itself there. Hey, bud. I know, that disappoints you there, Pavarotti. You're the pilot, so you ought to be driving, but, you know, gives you a break. All right, buddy. Oh, here we go. Up, up. Oh my gosh. Yeah. Yes, sir. That's right. That's right. Yeah. Won't take too long to get there. In just about a minute or so. Yeah. Unfortunately, it can't land automatically. All it can do is go to the planet and just kind of circle around it. That's good enough. I kind of want to see the planet. Oh, there's something we need to do. I forgot. Turn this off. Alpha 2. Alpha 2, this one. Deactivate. We gotta map it first. Yeah. Okay, bud. Alright. See if we're close enough for that. And yes, we are. Okay. So, probably want to get a little closer. Kind of hard to make it out. Alright. Get a little closer. So what we're doing is we're mapping the surface of the moon, looking for that biological sample. Because I want to check that out and see what they've done with it. That's part of the new Odyssey expansion. There were biological sites before, but you couldn't take samples from them. I guess we'll see. Alright, that should be good. Okay. Oh, look at that. There's like a big crater up there. Alright. That would be a nice place to land. So what we're going to try to do is cover as much of this world with probes. Price is right. Use the minimum number of probes to get the maximum area. So I'm going to start off by hitting the compass points. It's a fairly big moon, so we'll see how far this gets us.
Surface scan by 50%.
Oh, yeah, there we go.
Surface scan complete.
Perfect. Got it in 4. All right. So that gives us the location of any interesting things on the moon. So let's see what we got. Wreckage. Markers. Impact site. Huh. Minor wreckage. I've never seen that before. Okay. Actually, yeah, I know what that is. The impact site, though, that's something different. All right. Well, let's start with one of these guys. Just trying to get an idea of what it is. Okay, where is it? Okay. All right, buddy. I'll put you down again, just for a couple minutes. All right, good boy. All right, here we go. Let's see if we can get there without crashing. It's a pretty big world. Even up here, just at the extent of entering orbital flight, it's like a quarter of a G, so it's going to be interesting.
Orbital flight engaged.
Let's get a little bit closer. Should do. Alright, slow down. Yeah, me too. I don't know. I haven't seen anything quite like this before, so we'll see. All right. So here we hope that the engines decelerate before we hit the ground. Thank you, engines. All right. So let's see. That looks like it's going to be a field of life forms. That's exactly what we want to see. Okay. So we're going to try to decelerate so we don't hit the ground. This ship is large, so it takes a lot to... yeah, okay. And you can see the ship's shadow over there. I'm kind of pointing at it right now, right over there. So let me fly around a little bit and try to find a decent place to land. Look what that is down there. Oh, the cat's returning. Uh-oh. Okay, all right, buddy. All right, buddy. All right, bud. Okay, here we go. Let's see if we can land. And there you go. Now you can see the atmosphere. Nice. Kind of a green, reddish tinge to it. Let me do this. Slow us down. Slow down. Okay, there we go. And you'll see the thrusters on the bottom kind of holding us up. But yeah, atmosphere. That's something that they've added for this new expansion. All right.
Cargo scoop deployed. Cargo scoop retracted.
Sorry, been a while. Okay, landing gear is what we want. So down we go.
Landing gear deployed.
And this will indicate if we have a decent spot to land here or not. A little too fast. Perfect. No reason to be in a hurry. Just ease on down. Oh gosh, come on, buddy. All right, so let's head on out and see what this is all about. We've got these guys, little SRVs. They're the motors on the ground sort of thing. All right, got two of them in case I screw up.
Warning.
Oh, I love that atmosphere. Nice. All right. So it was. Let's see, there's something in this direction. All right. All right, bud. So there's a turret on top of this little guy that you can, yeah, you're good. You're okay, bud. Look around, Dan. Pretty smooth out here, so I think we could open it up a bit. Okay. Okay, hang on. I gotta work with the cat. Co-pilot's not being cooperative. Here we go. Yeah, what's with this rock up ahead? May just be funky rocks. Yeah. Seeing anything out of the ordinary with the rocks. So let's follow the radar. Cat. Okay, buddy. Okay, buddy. Okay, we're getting closer to whatever it is. You'll see the little scanner is sweeping kind of 180 degrees in front of the vehicle, giving an indication of, whoa, Century scammer. Whoa, whoa, back up. Okay, lawless Century scammer. What the heck?
This might answer your question. The duration of lawless moving is 1 hour and 55 minutes.
Thank you, Alexa.
You bet.
Okay, so we may have to fight something here. There's definitely something up there. All right. Well, so be it. There's only 2 of them. Okay, buddy. Okay, come on. Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. Alright. We gotta shoot something, buddy. We gotta shoot something here. They're fast. Look at that thing. Let me kind of... Yeah, alright, let me see. See about this. I see what... yeah, there's something up there they're guarding. Right. There we go.
Target destroyed.
Where's the other one?
Target destroyed.
Alright, okay. They didn't leave anything around. Alright, let's go check out what they're guarding. Huh. That. Oh. Just a bunch of...
Warning, you have entered a trespass zone.
Yeah, tell me about it. I got shot at. Well, I shot at them first. It's just a bunch of containers. Salvage. We can't actually carry any of the canisters, but the materials... Yes. Yeah, that guy. Focus crystals. So this is... Yeah. Hang on. Whoa. Bzz.
Cargo scoop deployed. Cargo scoop retracted.
Okay, so this is what that's all about. Okay.
Trespass zone cleared.
Yeah, I don't think they did. I think they wouldn't have attacked unless I got in that trespass zone. So I shot first. Yeah, that's just kind of the way things go, right? Now let me. Yeah, we go. Oh, I forgot to. Nah, well, never mind. Let me get my science suit, and I'll show you what. Yeah. This is the walkies part of the new expansion. You can actually get out and walk. So that's our little SRV. Oh, apparently I'm the first person to actually get out on this. Oh, that's nice. That's what that first footfall thing was. And a size comparison of our jumbo jet versus a human on the ground versus a pickup truck. Yeah, it's large. Okay, well, let me go back in here. You're a good boy. You're a good boy, buddy.
Drive assist on.
All right, so let's go ahead and dock up and. How's it being? Yeah, it's being real schnickety. That's about right there. There we go. All right, buddy. All right, what are you doing? Well, I think at this point, let's see. No, it wasn't generated from another player. That's just kind of a random event on this world. It is possible to run into other players if they are around, but we didn't see any indication of that. So I think that we're probably very likely the only people in this system right now. 4 billion chip systems and only 20, 30,000 players. Yeah. All right. Well, guys, I think we know this thing works, and I appreciate your patience and coming along for the ride. If I can, I think I might try to do this regular, like on Wednesdays, just exploring, just seeing what's out there. But I think at this point, the co-pilot probably wants dinner, and the rest of you probably have day jobs, so you probably want to rest. Oh God, can't. What are you doing, bud? Okay, yeah, I get it. So what happens? Let's see here. I'm gonna try. I don't know what's going when I shut this thing down. And yeah, you can actually just log out right there on the planet. It's no problem. When you log back in, you'll still be here. So it's kind of a perfect situation for an explorer. We're just kind of overnighting here. Yeah, I had fun doing it. I think this might be a kind of a cool thing. All right. Well, everybody, y'all have a great evening, and we'll catch you next time we do this. Yep.